Hi everyone and welcome back to another video on the channel where this time I will be discussing Premier League at Matchday 24. 10 games were played as usual and without further ado, let's get to it. So, first game was Aston Villa and Arsenal. Arsenal won that game 4-2 away from home, but there was quite a drama in that match. At half time it ended up being 2-1 for Aston Villa, as Saka had scored for Arsenal, but Ollie Watkins and Philippe Coutinho were the goal scorers for Aston Villa. But I thought that maybe Arsenal was going to have an off game and not get 3 points, maybe not get any points. But then second half, Zinchenko scored the Ukrainian, and then the long shot, I believe it was from Jorginho, it went off the post and then of Emiliano Martinez, and it was deemed to be his own goal. And then Martinelli also scored, so this Gabriel Martinelli and Martinez's own goal were scored in the added time. So and because of the results that happened in this matchday 24, Arsenal are now back into league leading position, 2-point difference to Manchester City, and it's 3 straight losses for Aston Villa, so it's not going great for them. But for Arsenal, this big win, it looked like at halftime that maybe this match was lost, but it wasn't. So it was an interesting game, but Arsenal managed to beat Aston Villa. Then Brentford and Crystal Palace played against each other. Goal scorers were Eberechi Eze for Crystal Palace, and in the added time Vitaly Janelt, the German midfielder, more defensive side, but managed to score in the added time. And Brentford, they haven't lost in a while, whereas Crystal Palace, it's a bit different story. They haven't won in a while, so they've been getting draws and losses but not wins. And for Brentford, they have been getting draws and wins. So different stories, and that's why Brentford are ahead of Crystal Palace in the standings as of right now. Then Wolverhampton faced Bournemouth. I was a bit surprised by this result, but it was a big win for Bournemouth. They now are 17th, so not in the relegation zone right now, and they are with 1 point difference to West Ham. So it's not a big it's not really, they can't feel that safe there, but Marcus Tavernier was the only goal scorer in that game. So and this was an interesting match day because all of the 3 p.m. games UK time where I believe it was 40 minutes played and none of the games had goals, so I was a bit concerned if the matchday games were going to be all dull and not have any goals. But even though there weren't that many, there were some goals at least, and none of the games were goalless, so that's at least something. Then Brighton and Fulham played a game against each other. Solomon, the Israeli player, I believe scored his second goal, so good signing for Fulham, at least it proves to be right now. And for Fulham, they now jump past Brighton, so Fulham is 6th and Brighton 7th. They were close to each other in the standings before this, and I thought that this would be an interesting game, and it kind of sort of was, because now Fulham jumps ahead of Brighton. Brighton had possession and shots, but they couldn't do anything, or at least not score a goal. Then Everton, second win when Sean Dyche is a manager for them. They won Leeds 1-0. Leeds now, they are in the relegation zone because of this. Their long-time veteran player, Seamus Coleman, Everton's long-time player, Irishman, managed to score there. yeah, he doesn't score many goals, but this is an important one, and might be the one that when the season is played, it might have saved the relegation for Everton so that they would continue in the Premier League. I would still think that it would be quite a shock if they get relegated. And then next game is Chelsea, or was Chelsea against Southampton. Chelsea, they are really struggling. Their coaching change from Tuchel to Potter really doesn't seem to help. They lost 1-0. Southampton 1-0 away from home. James Ward-Prowse, what a free kick that was, that surprised Kepa Arrizabalaga clearly. And Basunu was solid for Southampton in goal. So even though Chelsea got some chances, they didn't manage to score, and they really have had their struggle scoring this season. Chelsea is still there in the mid of the table, and I'm not sure if they are gonna get out of there by the end of the season. Then Nottingham Forest and Manchester City played against each other. Another surprising result. I didn't expect City to drop points there, but Nottingham Forest defense and Keylor Navas managed to keep it so that City only scored 1 goal. That was one from Bernardo Silva, and Wood scored for Forest, and 1-1. That was I'm not sure if it was the most surprising. I would have to it's tough one. Maybe it was. Chelsea have had their struggles, so maybe the City game was the most surprising, but these two definitely were unpredictable. At least I would have thought that Chelsea and City would have won these games, but apparently not. And City lose 2 crucial points in the title race, and they played 1 more game than Arsenal, so the end of the season, like 14 games that are gonna be played, or for some teams more, those are gonna be interesting. Then Newcastle and Liverpool. Liverpool won the game 2-0 away from home. Darwin Núñez and Cody Gakpo were the goal scorers. That was quite early, I believe, in 17 minutes, 2 goals. And then Nick Pope decided that it would be a good idea to get a red card, so he was out. Newcastle, they managed to get some shots and some pressure, but in the end, Liverpool managed to win the game, and they're now won a couple recent games, so that's good for them. But it was still not comfortable for Liverpool, but at least something. Then United and Manchester United went to play on Leicester. They won 3-0. Marcus Rashford having amazing run, 6 goals in last 5 games. He scored 2 there, and Jadon Sancho, good to see him doing better recently. He scored the 3rd goal, and this game featured many shots. United got 26 and Leicester got 19. So and Bruno Fernandes had a great game as well. He got 2 assists for Man United, and it was solid performance for Man United overall. And then the last game that was played was between Spurs and West Ham, so 2 London teams. Emerson, the Brazilian right back, was the goal scorer for Tottenham, as was Heung-min Son. Only his 5th goal this season, so it hasn't been the greatest season for him, but at least he now got goal, so maybe he could continue scoring. And Spurs now have risen to 4th place because of these results, Newcastle losing and all that. And West Ham are 18th, and it's a disastrous season for them. I would have considered there to be in the top 10, but apparently not. Let me know your thoughts about these Premier League Matchday 24 results. Were you as surprised as I am with Chelsea losing to Southampton, who are still last in the league, and City drawing with Nottingham Forest? And hit the like and subscribe if you would so like, and have a nice day.